Welcome back as we continue with this special edition of Midwest Talking Points. Moments ago, Mindy and I spoke with Democratic Senate candidate Joan Barry. Now we have the opportunity for a different perspective on Missouri's first senatorial district race as we welcome Republican nominee for that district, Representative Jim Lembke. Welcome, Representative Lembke.
Thank you, Ed. Mindy.
Thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
Well, let's start out with, what have you been hearing on the campaign trail? I'm sure you've been doing a lot of door knocking. What are folks saying?
I have been 17,000 doors since May in the
Wow.
district, and it's been a great opportunity to meet the people where they live. Probably the number one issue in my district is jobs and the economy. People are concerned about the economy. Next to that, property taxes. Property taxes are a huge issue in the first senatorial. We're down in South County and South City, and a lot of people really feeling the pinch. And through these last two assessment cycles, it's really been difficult for many of those seniors on fixed incomes.
Right.
What do you think you're going to do? I mean, if you're getting to the state Senate, what will you do for property tax issues that your constituents are mentioning?
Well, I'll continue to maybe improve on what we did this last session. We passed a bill, Senate Bill 711, that is really going to help many of those seniors on fixed incomes. It's going to force the municipalities and the political subdivisions to roll back their levies in accordance with the Hancock Amendment. So we closed a loophole there, but there's much more we can do. We really have to go to bat for our seniors. I want to see us freeze property taxes for seniors. And I think that in order for our local schools to get their fair share of funding, we're going to have to come up with a different way to fund public education. This idea of it being attached to the assessed evaluation of property is not working. It's not an equitable system.
How would you go about proposing something different?
Well, I think that it's a big issue. We're going to have to put all of our cards on the table. I'll work with my colleagues on the other side of the aisle to work towards how are we going to do it. Education funding has to be our number one priority. We have to have world-class schools in our state. But we're going to have to come up with a better way, a more efficient way of funding education.
Jim, I noticed this weekend you were part of something that's near and dear to my heart, and that is talking about banning red light cameras. And this, more and more people are sort of getting excited about this. Tell me, on us and the viewers, on this issue, where do you stand, and what do you think of red light cameras, and what can we really do, though?
This is Ed's marquee issue.
Listen, a couple of months ago, I don't even think it wasn't on my radar screen, but interestingly enough, we had a forum in South County last week, and I was really shocked when my opponent, Joan Barry, said that she supported red light cameras. The idea that they'll keep us safe, and it's even though people don't like them, it's a safety issue. But it gets right down to it. It's a constitutional issue. I mean, you cannot write a ticket to a license plate. I mean, that's a Fifth Amendment right. You have to necessarily incriminate yourself if you are going to send your check in for that ticket. If you appear, most lawyers have told me that the judge will throw it out. If you challenge it, okay, so it's a real problem. I think it's a play by the municipalities just to have a revenue generator, and I will introduce the bill to outlaw them statewide.
Well, I'm sure Ed will look forward to seeing that if you're elected.
That's right.
Let's go back to jobs for a second. You mentioned that initially as one of the things you're hearing in your district. What would you do if you're elected to help create more jobs in your district?
That's a great question. What I would like to see us do is expand on our successes with the Quality Jobs Act. Missouri has, in the last 2 years, since we passed the Quality Jobs Act, has created 72,000 new jobs, second only to the state of California in the same time period. This is why we have revenue surpluses. Okay, we're putting our people to work, and they're paying their taxes, they're supporting their families. What I'd like to see us do is bring that down to small business people. Okay, currently you have to create 50 new jobs to be eligible for these tax credits. I want to see us be able to be eligible if you create 5 new jobs or 10 new jobs. Small business people, that's where most of the new jobs are created in this country and in the state of Missouri. By the way, we got some good news last week. Missouri last month led the nation in new job creation. And we need to do more of that. We need to be aggressively going after businesses to move to Missouri. We need to put forth policies that are going to encourage and make us competitive. We're surrounded by 8 other states, more than any other state in the union, so we have to be competitive.
I think the job's important, but I hope that the out-of-state companies that run these red light cameras are petrified to hear that you are focused and going after them. So thanks for being with us, Representative.
Thanks for taking the time.
Thank you.
Thanks again, and we'll move next from our state capital to the capital of the United States and someone who's hoping to make a move into Missouri's 9th Congressional District. That's candidate Judy Baker. She'll be here next when we return with more of this pre-election special edition of Midwest Talking Points. Stay with us.